Hi. Somebody had asked me to do a lesson type thing about how I arrange a standard tune for a solo guitar performance. And I thought that doing a video would probably be the most logical way to go about it. So this is going to be a video about arranging the song Autumn Leaves for a solo guitar piece. And I go into it with just sort of a word of warning, is that, you know, these solo pieces are really nice, but you want to make sure you really know the tune outside of just your arrangement as well, because if all you know is your arrangement, if you become too married to the arrangement, you're not going to be able to play the song with other people if it's required that you take a smaller role other than lead instrument. So it's real important to actually know the song and be able to find the notes just on their own, be able to find the chords on their own, and not just fall so madly in love with your pretty little piece, this arrangement. So the melody of Autumn Leaves, it's a good song to pick just because it sits so nicely on the guitar. Now truthfully, I'm going to do it in E minor, but this is a song that you'll see played in G minor an awful lot too, so you really got to know both. But for the sake of the solo arrangement, I will do E minor, because it's just, you know, get those wonderful open strings here and there, and sounds nice on the guitar. So the melody, and what I'll do for a solo arrangement a lot of the time, most of the time, is I'll get that melody up onto the top two strings. So because I want to be able to keep the melody in the upper extensions of the chords that I'm playing and not have it down at the bottom. But actually for this arrangement, I'm going to start with the melody down low. And then for the second pass through, then I'll take it up into the higher register, so you'll see what that sounds like as well. So the basic concept is pretty simple. I'm going to play the chords of the song: A minor, D7, G major, C major, F sharp half diminished, B7, probably flat 9, however you want to get it. Play these chords all over. You're going to need to get an arrangement to work for you in E minor. So let's start with that melody. Let's start with that melody up a little bit higher. So that chord there, I've taken an A minor 7 and just put the C on top. Easy enough, right? Now there I have the G. There's the F sharp half diminished. And then I've got there's a bunch of ways I can get that chord. I think I like that up there. So you see that knowing where the notes are at on the fretboard is going to be really crucial. You're going to need to be able to play each note in multiple different spots to find a arrangement that flows. So let's do that beginning again. Now I might mess around with that a little bit and start to flesh it out and add some things to it. So I might do some movement within the chords. For example, on that first part, there's a little movement down there in the bottom of the chord, but keeping that melody note on top. And also I might add extensions to the chords. The chart might say D7, but I know I'm in part of a 2-5-1 here, so I want to hear that flat 9, because that's going to lead me down to that D and the G chord. There's a little move there, right? Just going down the bass. There I'm just harmonizing the note below. I do that a lot on this song, especially at the beginning. I like that chord up there too, just because I get that bass note on a fatter string. It just sounds a little bit thicker. So what I told you earlier is that I actually do this song by starting in the lower register. And I like to add a little drama to that, so I play that whole beginning very rubato. These chords sound so nice with these open notes as well. Again, I'm just taking the basic chords of the song, and I'm looking for a little more colorful options. When you are a solo instrument, you can get away with a lot. So on the guitar, especially on an acoustic guitar, I really like the way that just throwing some open strings sound. And this song happens to be in a guitar-friendly key, but I really like playing songs in things like E flat and A flat, and then the open strings become some really wild extensions sometimes too. So those are those chord forms for the beginning. It's an A minor with the B and E open there, and then we have the D7. Kept the E on top though too, so you have the flat 9 and the natural 9. Yeah, it's probably going to get you some looks from a piano player. G major, C major. So, here we go. And then I might want to throw in some little improvised lines in the middle there to sort of flesh that out. Because I'll play that beginning very rubato, very, I don't know. Then I might bring it up to tempo, you know. So in that second part, I'm combining chords and melody more. In the first part, I was playing melody chords and then some accompaniment melody chords. And now in the second part, I started to just combine the two. So that's just an F sharp half diminished voicing, but I've got the melody note on top. It's another F sharp half diminished. It's a B7 altered chord, okay? So back to an E minor. There's that A minor there, making use of the open string. There's a D7 flat 9, but I kept the A in the bass. And then here we got, it's an A minor again. This chord here, it's like an F9. It doesn't really, it's just for passing because I want that C. And then down to the G major. There's that bass movement I showed you earlier, okay? And then, let's see, do that. All right, and then C6, B7. So there, the concept is much simpler than all the arranging I was doing before. It's really just keeping that melody on top. And I don't have to harmonize every melody note. I've got arrangements where I've done stuff like that. But the melody's nice and strong in Autumn Leaves, so you don't have to harmonize every melody note. Points of rest sound nice with harmony because you get that chord that sort of rings out. So here's the whole beginning, and let's see, hopefully I won't flub it. helps you get started. I know I threw a lot of little flourishes and things in there, but I like to have a lot of room in my arrangements for improvisation. I don't feel any need to get anything that has to be played exactly the same way every time. That's boring, and this is jazz after all. We want to hear some improvisation. So I leave some room for that. And then, of course, the next section would be to go into actually improvising on the whole form of the tune, but I feel like that's another video for another day because you've heard me talk a whole bunch. So hope this helps you out. And if it does, let me know, and I will get on myself about creating that next video where I take you through the entire improv section. Okay.